What you saying, ladies and gents? It's your boy Buckhat Sam with another video today. But before I start, please like and subscribe because you haven't liked and you haven't subscribed. So go flipping do it. So yeah, today we are reviewing every Premier League team's record transfer signing according to transfermarket.com, including the add-ons, but only the add-ons that have been activated. You heard me, that have been activated. Don't message me saying I got it wrong because they haven't been activated. I'll just say as well quickly, this video is filmed on the Friday, so these stats may not be accurate after the weekend's results, but at this present time all these stats are accurate before you'll start moaning and meshing. Oh, they're wrong. Please, they're right for the time being. So I'm going to be putting each transfer from every club into three categories, either stinkers, meh, it's like a meh signing, or a top signing. So first of all, we're going to start off with Arsenal. The 24-year-old, £72 million winger, Nicolas Pepe, signed from Lille. Yes, we're going to start off with him. The left-footed winger, who is very, very one-footed, has only got 36% of his shots on target. And not only that, he gets a goal involvement every 3.25 games. So I think we can safely say he's going to definitely start in as a stinker, an absolute stinker. He reeks of stinker to me. Awful signing. Has not played the way he did at Lille. But yeah, hopefully he can get better in the future. But for now, he's going in the stinker. So next we've got Aston Villa's 24-year-old English striker who cost the club £28 million from Brentford. And since he's joined, he's scored 6 goals and got 1 assist. So that's a goal involvement every 120 minutes. I think that's a top signing. So we are whacking him in top. And I did just say top twice because that's how top he is. So we are going straight in as Villa's record signing as a top signing. And next we have the Brighton striker Neil Maupay, who cost the club £20 million from Brentford. And bearing in mind, last season he got 10 goals and 4 assists. And this season he started quite well. He's got 4 goals and 1 assist. That's a goal involvement every 193 minutes. He's a good player but has had problems with arrogance, so he's been in and out of the side and he keeps falling out with the club. So I'm going to whack him in as a meh signing because he's not being brilliant, but he's not being bad. Next we've got Burnley's record signing, which was Ben Gibson from Middlesbrough in the summer of 2018 for a reported £15.5 million. In those 3 seasons that he's been at Burnley, he has made literally 1 appearance and scored 1 goal. So yeah, it's 100% a stinker signing. He's currently at Norwich on loan from Burnley with an option to buy if they are promoted. I think that's what it's reported. But yeah, 100% is a stinker signing. It's just not worked out for him and for Burnley. So yeah, it's good that he's getting a move away. And next we've got Chelsea's record signing, which is Kai Havertz, the German international, for a reported £72 million. I know this can rise to a larger figure, but at this present moment, with all conditions the same, it is only £72 million. But yeah, Kai Havertz, left-footed central midfielder who can play in any position from holding midfielder to striker. Yes, you heard me. He's played all across there. And yeah, he started this season, got 1 goal, 1 assist, which isn't great. But when you think about it, he's only 21 now and he's been playing in the Bundesliga for 4 seasons. So he started when he was 17 in the Bundesliga. And across those 4 seasons, he scored 36 goals and got 22 assists, which is a goal involvement every 154 minutes. And bearing in mind, he played a lot of his time in centre mid. That is insane. But yeah, a brilliant player. And I absolutely love him, to be honest. So yeah, he makes it. At the moment, he's a mess signing, but potentially could be a top signing. But at the moment, we're going to class him as a mess signing. But I know he will be an unreal player. One for definitely for the future. One of the best players in the world. And next, we've got Crystal Palace's record signing, Christian Benteke, the Belgium international, for £28 million. And I think this is the biggest stinker of the league. The biggest. And I mean, the huge. It just reeks of stinker. Because he signed in summer 2016. So in those 5 seasons, including this season, he's played 112 games and scored only 21 goals. Yeah? But remember, he scored 15 goals in his first season. So across the last 4 seasons, he has literally scored 6 goals. That is horrendous. Absolutely awful. And they gave him a contract extension in the summer, a year's contract extension. It's just appalling. I can't believe it, but yeah, he's definitely a stinker for Palace, yeah. And next we are moving on to Everton's record signing, which was Gylfi Sigurdsson, the Icelandic international, for £44 million. The central attacking midfielder has played 109 games for Everton since August 2016 when he signed. But yeah, I think he's been an average signing. He's got 19 goals and 13 assists across the last few seasons, which I don't think is horrendous, but yeah, average signing. So we're going to whack him in as a meh signing for the time being. But yeah, he's slowing down as a player. He's getting a lot older. And and he's been dropping back into a deeper role. But yeah, I'd say a meh signing. And the next player is Fulham's record signing, who was Jean-Michel Seri for 27 million back in summer 2018. And bearing in mind, this was the summer when Fulham spent over 100 million and were relegated. So he played all that season, made 32 appearances for the club, but since then has not played once. And last season he went to Galatasaray on loan with an option to buy and played pretty average out there. But yeah, they declined their option to buy, so he's now at Fulham and has not made an appearance this season, just played twice in the Cup, but nothing in the league. So yeah, I'd class him as a stinker signing because he's not really done much, and for 27 million, he's not the player they bought him, because bearing in mind, they fought off interest and signed him and went head to head with Barcelona. This guy was heavily regarded as the next best player across Europe from Nice when they signed him back in summer 2018. Now we have got Leeds' record signing, which was this summer just gone. It was the striker Rodrigo, costing the club 27 million for a 29-year-old. Bear in mind, 4-year contract they've given him, so he's going to be 33 at the club. I'm not entirely sure. Yes, he's a Spanish international, but he's not known for his goals, because last season he only scored 4 goals. But yeah, Bielsa must obviously see something else in him, but for me, I'm not a huge fan, and I'm going to whack him as a stinker for the time being. He may come out of that category, but for the moment he's definitely a stinker for me, because he's not what you want as a striker when you've just come up. You need goals, and goals fast. And I know they've got Bamford, but you want some cover just in case he gets injured. So yeah, stinker signing for me. And now we have Leicester's record signing, the £40 million Belgium international central midfielder Yuri Tielemans. For me, an absolutely amazing signing, definitely a top signing. In his 59 appearances for Leicester, he's got 9 goals and got 10 assists. And for a deep line midfielder, or a box-to-box midfielder, whichever one you want to call him, I think that's brilliant stats. And yeah, definitely cemented himself as one of the best midfielders in the league. And consistently, he's got an average of 84% passing accuracy, which is very high class. But yeah, a brilliant player, definitely a top signing for Leicester. Now on to Liverpool's record signing, Virgil van Dijk, the Dutch international centre-back, playing 95 times for Liverpool since he joined. And yeah, there's not much we can say. We all know he's a brilliant player, winning the PFA Men's Player of the Year, and is the only player ever in history to win UEFA's Player of the Year as a defender. The only player. So yeah, we can tell at 72 million, it was a steal. They've won the league, they've won the Champions League. He's been a brilliant player. So yeah, definitely a top signing. And now on to Man City's record signing, Kevin De Bruyne. And again, we all know he's a brilliant player. 68 million from Wolfsburg, and in that time, his goal involvement is every 117 minutes with 38 goals and 68 assists. Yeah, brilliant player. Won the Prem twice, PFA Player of the Year, and has been Manchester City's Player of the Season for 3 years. Yep, brilliant player. Again, top signing. And now on to Manchester City's rivals, Man United. And on to their record signing, Paul Pogba, the 27-year-old, costing 94.5 million 5 seasons ago back in summer 2016. And in that time, he scored 25 goals and got 26 assists. Pretty average for 94.5 million. And as well to think, in the 5 seasons he's played, he's only played 60% of games. I think it's been a huge cost to Man United. And yes, he's a good player, he gets good stats, but in my opinion, he's not good enough for the amount he's paid, especially when you think of Kevin De Bruyne, we've just spoken about, who cost significantly less. I think definitely a stinker signing. I know that's going to annoy a lot of Paul Pogba fans, but yeah, he's lazy, I don't like him. So it's definitely a stinker signing. Now, Newcastle United's record signing was Joe Linton, £40 million from Hoffenheim. And let me just put this into perspective. Before I start, when he was in the Bundesliga, he scored 7 goals in 29 games. And he was playing as a 2 up front. He's now come to Newcastle and played on his own up top for a Newcastle side that don't really attack. But yeah, in the 46 appearances, 46, he has scored 2 goals. That is a goal per game ratio of 0.04 goals per game. That is absolutely horrendous, and he's a complete and utter stinker. Like, it reeks. He's a stinker of a signing. Absolutely awful. And now on to Sheffield United's record signing, Ryan Brewster, signed for 23 million from Liverpool. Okay, now hear me out on this one, hear me out, because I know a lot of people will not agree with this. I think he's a bit of a stinker signing, because he played for Swansea last season on loan and got 11 goals in 22 appearances, which yes, he's brilliant, but he was playing for a Swansea side who like to build from the back, build play, and he's now playing for a Sheffield United side that don't get many chances. And yes, he's not scored for them yet, and I know he's young, he's only 20 years old, and he got the golden boot for the under-17s England team that won the World Cup. Yes, he's a promising striker, but I think he's at the wrong club. So I think he's a stinker of a signing for Sheffield United. But if Liverpool had kept him, I think he'll be a top player. And now on to Southampton's record signing, Yannick Vestergaard, the 6'5" Danish international, signed 3 seasons ago for Borussia Mönchengladbach for 22.5 million. And in the 3 seasons, he has only played 50 times, which is understandable. He's a very inconsistent player, very slow on the ball, and just very slow in general. So for me, he's definitely going to be a stinker. Now on to Tottenham's record signing, Tanguy Ndombele, and I really struggled to say his name, so I'm going to leave that one in. But yeah, signed for 54 million from Lyon. And last season, really struggled in the Premier League, struggled with his weight with the club, and Mourinho and him have a bit of a love-hate relationship. But yeah, only played 19 times last season. But this season, we found a new Ndombele and has played 9 times this season, got 1 goal, 1 assist, in a free-flowing attacking Spurs side who look absolutely amazing after beating Man City this weekend just gone. But yeah, Ndombele, I'm saying is a meh, because he had a bit of a stinker last season, but this season he looks like a top signing. So by the end of it, I think he'll be a top signing. But yeah, he's going to go meh for the time being. £54 million worth. And now on to West Bromwich Albion's record signing. And this is at the moment, remember I've said this in the video. So this is the add-on fees at the moment. So their record signing is still Solomon Rondon back in 2015 for 15.3 million. He played 108 games and scored 24 goals and got 7 assists. But when you remember he was playing for a Tony Pulis side, so that's pretty average stats for a striker. But yeah, they loaned him out to Newcastle and got a £3 million loan fee, and then sold him to a Chinese club, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce, which Rafa manages, for 17 million. So they made a tasty 5 million profit on the 31-year-old. So yeah, I'm saying it's a top signing purely for monetary value, and yeah, he played all right for them. So yeah, top signing. Now on to West Ham's record signing, Sebastian Haller, costing 45 million from Frankfurt. The Ivorian has played 40 times for West Ham, scoring 9 goals and getting 1 assist. But yes, these are pretty stinky stats. But you've got to remember, when he was at Frankfurt, he scored 19 goals and played as a 2 up front, a free-flowing attacking side. So I think he's in the wrong system at West Ham. But for me, he's got to be a stinker signing. And now on to the final player for this list. Wolves' record signing, Fabio Silva, costing the club 36 million in the summer from Porto. Yes, we don't really know much about the player. Nominated for the Golden Boy Award, so he's got to be one for the future. So for now, we're going to class him as meh. He scored twice in the FL Trophy, but that's not enough to properly rank him. So yeah, for now, he's a meh. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. Bucket Hat Sam out.